first, but probably not our last Brigade virtual award ceremony. I hope all of you are doing well and staying healthy and adapting to this new normal. The COVID-19 pandemic has certainly altered the way in which we do business. It's kept us from gathering together on campus for several weeks now, but it has not kept you, the Uniformed Services University Brigade, from continuing to work, continuing to put forth maximum effort in ensuring we meet our mission, and from continuing to represent this command in the best possible way. The military ethos and spirit has been no more evident during my tenure here as the brigade commander than it has been these last 6 to 8 weeks, and I thank you for that. Over the last month, as I, like all of you, have conducted the vast majority of our work from home, I've been able to see firsthand the extraordinary effort that you are putting forward, the adapting, the creating, the working nights and weekends, doing whatever it takes to get the job done. Extraordinary times call for extraordinary people to do extraordinary things. I think we'll be telling these stories a long time from now about what we all accomplished in 2020 here at USU. Shared experiences, especially challenging ones such as this, tend to bring people closer together. And although we've been relegated for the most part to isolation here in our homes during this pandemic, I hope this experience has taught us new ways to reach out to one another, to communicate with one another, and to appreciate our own company together. Now, despite these circumstances, I wanted to be sure that we continue to recognize our brigade members who are either leaving the command or who have made a lasting impact during their time here. And they've earned these awards, and I want to make sure we recognize them and show our appreciation for their achievements. Although today I will not be able to stand beside them and pin their medal on their uniform and shake their hand, I'm honored nonetheless to be able to virtually present them each with their award. Today's recipients range in rank from Staff Sergeant to Colonel. They represent the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. They're nurses, physicians, Medical Service Corps officers. They're from the School of Medicine, the Graduate School of Nursing, from AFRI, and the Brigade. The group is a diverse mix that is a great representation of our USU Brigade. I will now turn it over to our Command Master Chief, Master Chief Brown, to read the citations for today's awardees. Master Chief.
Thank you, sir. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Colonel Jeannie M. Muir, Medical Corps, United States Army. Colonel Jeannie M. Muir, Medical Corps, United States Army, distinguished herself by outstanding meritorious service as Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Uniformed Services University, from 01 August 2017 to 01 June 2020. Colonel Muir distinguished herself by delivering highly effective instruction through 45 pathology laboratory sessions annually and developed 10 large group lectures. She was one of the top-rated pathology instructors and served as director of the pathology small group sessions, authoring 72 clinical cases, creating instructor manuals and key teaching points to comply with accreditation standards. While fulfilling clinical duties at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, she signed over 300 specialty hematopathology or surgical specimens and provided hematopathology subspecialty care for the military health system and Veterans Affairs beneficiaries through the joint program committees. Colonel Muir provided graduate medical education level mentorship to 22 tri-service resident pathologists and served as a Corps School of Medicine applicant interviewer and developed new objectives for the health service support curriculum and provided expertise for critical radio protection research. The distinctive accomplishments of Colonel Muir reflect great credit upon herself, the United States Army, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March 2020, signed Richard W. Thomas, President, Uniformed Services University. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Commander Raymond L. Bonds, Nurse Corps, United States Navy. Commander Bonds, Nurse Corps, United States Navy, distinguished himself by outstanding meritorious service as Assistant Program Director, and Director of Clinical Education for the Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing, Nurse Anesthesia Program, Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences, from 1 July 2018 to 31 July 2020. Commander Bonds was the fiscal year 19 and fiscal year 20 Navy Nurse Corps Strategic Corps team leader for professional development. He also served on the academic year 2020 Medical Enlisted Commissioning Program Selection Board, identifying 30 future Navy nurses out of 160 stellar candidates. Commander Bonds' mentorship of junior officers resulted in the competitive selection for the Navy Nurse Corps Career Development Board Program Manager. As a certified healthcare simulation educator, he was a two-time content reviewer for the International Meeting in Healthcare Simulation that had over 6,000 attendees and was sought out to validate a simulation assessment tool. The distinctive accomplishments of Commander Bonds reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Navy, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March, 2020. Signed, Richard W. Thomas, President, Uniformed Services University. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Colonel William T. Sellers, Nurse Corps, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel William T. Sellers, Nurse Corps, United States Army, distinguished himself by outstanding meritorious service as Clinical Site Director at Fort Belvoir Community Hospital for the Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing, Nurse Anesthesia Program, Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences, from 01 July 2017 to 30 September 2020. Under his leadership, the training site was able to expand the cohort size by over 150% while maintaining 100% first-time pass rate on the National Certification Examination for graduates. His efforts resulted in the establishment of civilian training opportunities for higher acuity experiences with cardiovascular and neurosurgical cases that are required by the accreditation standards for student registered nurse and anesthetist to graduate. Lieutenant Colonel Sellers was hand-selected to be interviewed by the Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education, Nurse Anesthesia Reviewer, which contributed towards the maximum 10-year reaccreditation for the program. The distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Colonel Sellers reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Army, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March, 2020. Signed, Richard W. Thomas, President, Uniformed Services University. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Lieutenant Commander Justin B. Heffley, Nurse Corps, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Justin B. Heffley, Nurse Corps, United States Navy, distinguished himself by outstanding meritorious service as Research Director at Naval Hospital Jacksonville, Electronic Student Evaluation Director, and Informatics Course Director for the Daniel K. Inouye Graduate School of Nursing, Nurse Anesthesia Program, Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences, from 01 July 2018 to 31 July 2020. A motivated leader and informatics specialist, Lieutenant Commander Heffley developed and disseminated 8 high-fidelity simulations and ensured completion of training transcripts for 46 graduates, leading to a 100% pass rate on the National Certification Exam. His mentorship resulted in the implementation of an evidence-based protocol to reduce puritus after spinal morphine administration and achieved a 58% reduction in rates of puritus after cesarean deliveries. All of his accomplishments culminated into him being hand-selected to become the first site director at Naval Medical Center Camp Lejeune for nurse anesthesia students. The distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Commander Heffley reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Navy, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March, 2020. Signed, Richard W. Thomas, President, Uniformed Services University. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has authorized the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Major Joshua J. Mulgard, United States Army. Major Joshua J. Mulgard, United States Army, distinguished himself by outstanding meritorious service as Department Head, Radiation Sciences Department, Armed Forces Radiobiology Research Institute, Uniformed Services University, from 14 August 2017 to 15 June 2020. He coordinated the reorganization of the Radiation Sciences Department to streamline operation of the 6 radiation platforms at the Armed Forces Radiobiology Research Institute, while maintaining world-class dosimetry capabilities and compliance with good laboratory practices. Major Mulgard spearheaded a modernization initiative to upgrade the aging reactor dosimetry infrastructure by replacing hardware, developing software, and training staff. He developed and implemented the Safety Conscious Work Environment program at the Institute, transforming safety awareness, communication, and concepts. He supported the university by teaching numerous classes and developing new course content related to radiation safety and nuclear weapon effects. The distinctive accomplishments of Major Mulgard reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Army, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March 2020, signed Richard W. Thomas, President, Uniformed Services University. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that the Secretary of Defense has awarded the Joint Service Achievement Medal to Staff Sergeant Stephen E. Nimnich, United States Air Force. Staff Sergeant Stephen E. Nimnich, United States Air Force, distinguished himself by meritorious achievement as non-commissioned officer in charge, evaluations, Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences from 10 February 2020 to 6 March 2020. During this time, Sergeant Nimnich excelled as an augmented security forces trainee by training and certifying in non-lethal weapons to include oleoresin capsicum certification, baton employment, and close-range subject control techniques. In addition to his training, he was able to garner the sharpshooter achievement with the M9 service pistol. Sergeant Nimnich's superior performance and desire earned him an accumulative score of 97% throughout the course, in which he obtained the Honor Graduate Award at the conclusion of his training. This distinctive accomplishments of Sergeant Nimnich reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Air Force, and the Department of Defense. Given under my hand this 25th day of March 2020, signed Sean M. Hussey, Brigade Commander, Uniformed Services University. Job well done.
Thanks, Master Chief. Congratulations to all our award recipients today. Thank you for your stellar performance and your contributions to our mission success. For those of you moving on, I wish you all the best at your next command, and those of you leaving the service, I wish you best in your future endeavors. Our hope is to be able to conduct this virtual ceremony again in a week or so, as we look again to recognize our great servicemen and women and their achievements here at USU. I'll close today by saying to all of you, thank you. Thank you for continuing to be professionals and working hard to meet our mission during this challenging time. Hang in there. Remember to wash your hands, wear your face covering, and be mindful of physical distancing. We're going to get through this, and we're all going to be back together once again real soon on our campus. But until that day, I ask that all of you continue to be safe and healthy and look after one another. Thanks again to everybody. Have a great day and a great weekend.